Hello, and welcome to another episode of Snake Bricks Toy Review. And for tonight's episode will be our last part 4 of our Sembo brand series. And for tonight's episode we'll be featuring Lego compatible Dilophosaurus.
Okay guys, I'm quite excited for this one because, well, let me put it this way. I think among the Sembo dinosaur world that I have reviewed lately, I think this one is my absolute favorite, and I'll discuss with you a little while. But first, let's just quickly take a look at the figures here, the human figures. This one looks a bit like Alan Grant, but yeah, it has the same khaki pants here. The design on the shirt here with those what do you call those, handkerchief on the neck. A little bit resemblance over here on the face, but the head here doesn't look like him. Well, anyways, here's the female figure that we have here. She's sporting a magenta like vest here with pink inside shirt. Reminds me of Claire's design, character design for Dominion. She has this ponytail on top, and of course a simple design on the back. Well, let's now go and proceed here with our Dilophosaurus. And so let's start with this one. This one is the bluish green Dilophosaurus. Again, Sembo did such a really good job at creating those details on the figure. The eyes are exactly where they're supposed to be. Some detailing here on the frill, and of course the proportions are very similar to the other Sembo figures that we've had. This one can articulate its head, or I mean its lower jaw, like so. Very similar to the Lego one, which we will have a comparison as well. But unlike the Lego piece, this one can of course move, or it has the articulated arms to it, and also the legs are articulated as well. And of course it can of course connect to the base plate as well. So this is the bluish green Dilophosaurus. Reminds us of the Jurassic World Dominion Dilophosaurus. Let's take a look here at the yellow one, which is very reminiscent of the Dilophosaurus from the Jurassic Park novel with the leopard skin like design, but this one is just yellow and orange, but a really simple design. It has red eyes to it, so it's very menacing. The teeth are painted as well, and the there's also some design here on the frill, on the back, on the legs, as well as that of the tail. So why is it my favorite? So they are my favorite because they simply are much, I guess, better than the Lego brand, and I'll show it to you just now. Alright, so I'll leave just the yellow Dilophosaurus here to compare with our Lego Dilophosaurus, and here's the Lego Dilophosaurus. And although I like the coloration of the Lego Dilophosaurus, it has a good design to it, and also some articulation offered here. However, I think in terms of how Lego would have done it to make it much more playable for kids or also collectors, is that you could just add some joints to it, right? So this one has an articulation here, just here on the joint, on the jaw, and that's it. I love how they are very muted in colors. However, and they also have this painted clay, what do you call those, claws to it. But they could have done such a a great job at adding some articulation on the figure. So this one actually articulates here. It also articulates here on the neck. Let me just show you really quickly how it looks like over here and here. doesn't take much of plastic, I guess. And let me show you here the arms. Very similar to how the articulations of the the other raptors are, only smaller, as you can see here. Snaps up really good. The legs here are also articulated, and let me just show you the what do you call this, the articulate joint here is how it's made of. See, you can even see the insides here. And that's what makes it more I guess enjoyable in terms of playing. It has this almost the same size as the figure here in Sembo. Let me just post it really quickly for you guys. So here's the Lego Dilophosaurus, and here's the Sembo Dilophosaurus. My only thing here with the Sembo is that the jaws doesn't quite close as much as the Lego Dilophosaurus, but that's just a really minor issue compared to the amount of playability that you get from this figure. So I'm not bashing Lego or anything. I know they are, they could be cost cutting or things like that, but for figures that you really want to attain certain playability with, they could have done such a really good improvement in terms of designing their dinosaur figures. One thing, and I guess you have already watched it, and if you haven't, please watch my review of the Brachiosaurus Lego. That one is quite a big figure, and they didn't even bother adding articulated legs to it. So although that was something that I really wanted to have as a collector and as a a YouTube blogger for anything bricks and dinosaurs, they could have done such a great job at adding articulation, especially for those larger figures. For these figures, I do understand, but if some other company can, why they can't? All right, so probably this is something that we can take note of, certain differences in terms of how you want your community or your customers to enjoy your product, is of course adding playability, and that is a really big factor for me. Well, at least I have my Lego figure now, and this figure that I can play with. They can be, one happy family of Dilophosauruses, fooling around with people, spitting stuff. Well, I guess that's it for the comparison between the Lego figure. I'd like to, of course, include one of my newer designs here, the Lego Extinct Rex Dilophosaurus of the Jurassic Park movie. I really want to get that movie accurate design of the maquette as well as the animatronic. So this is how I ended it up with. So guys, if you haven't checked out the video yet on my Dilophosaurus, please check it out. It also has some articulation to it. It can open and close its mouth. It has articulations on the arms as well as the legs. So if you want something for you guys to enjoy on your Jurassic June, and of course celebrating 30th anniversary for Jurassic Park, please check out my Dilophosaurus. Right, so that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. And of course, if I'm going to rate this particular figure, I'm going to rate it at 10 over 10, simply because they are amazing. A lot of things that I can do here for this figure, of course, other than the Dilophosaurus, probably other figures of that same family or other dinosaurs of that same species, things like that. So watch out for those guys, or probably a repaint of this and probably, you know, other things that I may be using this up with. Alright, so yeah, so it's a 10 out of 10, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, Toy Universe and The Adventures of Moira and Nasser. Please watch their videos and support our channel by subscribing. Also, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and press that notification bell so that you'll be aware of what's happening and what's coming up on my channel. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this particular review, and as we always would say, let your inner dino break roar. Thanks everyone, and bye.